The federal government is seriously considering unwinding JobKeeper and the increased dole or JobSeeker payment from as early as July, when its target comes for the lifting of most COVID-19 restrictions, rather than leaving the wage subsidy in place until October as first promised. As I understand it, the Treasurer would not even need a change in legislation to truncate the JobKeeper scheme. It could be done through the rules. The PM outlined on Friday an ambitious target for getting people back to work by July, job creation, 850,000. But don't think that will help all the million made unemployed by this crisis, and you see it there state by state. That 850,000 figure includes those on the JobKeeper payments still working as well as the unemployed. The PM confirmed on Friday there is a review by Treasury slated for June of the JobKeeper program, with one possible option, I understand, being a phasing out of the payments. Just like the JobSeeker $550 a week payment for those unemployed could be gradually reduced, not halved overnight. News these subsidies could come off earlier presented more pressure on the states to lift restrictions, and we've seen some of that this morning. An opportunity the government sees not to have the budget blown for decades if they spend less, and expect the government to use it as a point of differentiation with Labor. They will argue they are the party that can give more prudent fiscal management in the October budget, that Labor wants to extend JobKeeper and buy an airline in Virgin. Anthony Albanese, the opposition leader, meanwhile, is to give his fifth vision statement to caucus on Monday, where he will say the economy cannot just snap back, as the government says, and call for a package to aid housing and construction before he says that industry goes off a cliff. Let's hear Prime Minister Scott Morrison talk about this review of JobKeeper on Friday and how Treasury have been working on it for at least a week. It could be we end up with a $60 to $80 billion JobKeeper scheme rather than the much vaunted $130 billion if all goes to plan. Josh Frydenberg also pointed to this review on Sky News this week. Have a listen.
There was a review built into JobKeeper to be done before the end of June, and Treasury will be doing that. And they've been doing a lot of work on that just over the last week or so. So, look, we'll take that one step at a time. But I need to stress again that that was a temporary lifeline put in place to help Australians through the worst of this crisis. It comes at a very significant cost, not just to current but future generations as well. And it'll be there to get us to meet that objective, but it is not envisaged, never was, to be a longer-term arrangement.
Well, we'll obviously have to review the various programs over the course over the coming months, and we've already said that. For example, the JobKeeper program has a review after 3 months, but it's legislated for that 6-month period.